Hello everyone. Today we will discuss Griffith problem 1.30, which is from Introduction to Electrodynamics, 4th edition. So the question is, calculate the surface integral of a function. We have given this function and we have to calculate its surface integral over the bottom of a box, and that box has a side of 2, and also this box is cubical. And does the surface integral depend only on the boundary line for this function? And what is the total flux over the closed surface of the box? So first we will find the surface integral for the bottom of this cube, which is represented as side 6. So for side 6, our z is constant and is equal to 0 for side 6, and dA equals to dx dy minus z cap, which because it is in the minus z direction, because we always take a surface, this infinitesimal area in the outward direction of the surface. So here we first calculate integration of v dot dA. So our v dot dA comes out to be this, where v is this, and because it is only the function of, it is only in the direction of z direction, dA is only in z direction, so dot product will give us y z into z square minus 3, y z square minus 3 into dx dy, and this minus 1 negative term will be considered as minus 1, and our x and y are changing from 0 to 2, so it is double integral. So we solve this equation, and after solving we get a surface integral for side 6 to be equal to 12. Now we find out that does the surface integral depend only on the boundary line of the function. So to do that, first we consider for the side 1 of the cube, which is the front facing side of the cube, which is represented as 1. So for this case our x remains constant and is equal to 2. And also our dA is equal to dy dz in the x cap direction. So we find out the integration of v dot dA. So in this case it is in the x cap direction, so our dot product will give us 2xz into dy dz. So we solve this and we get 16. Then again we find for the side 2, which is on the back side of the cube. Okay, so for that we have x equals to 0 and dA equals to dy dz minus x cap, because it is in the minus x cap direction, this. So we again find the integration of v dot dA. Now since x is equal to 0, our integration will give us 0, because x is equal to 0. For the third side, which is on the right side of the cube, y is equal to 2 and dA equals to dx dz y cap, because it is in the y cap direction. So we find out the surface integration of v dot dA. Okay, so again we do the dot product and we will get it to be equal to 4. We do the same for the fourth side, which is in the minus y cap direction. So in this case our y is equal to 0 and dA equals to dx dz minus y cap direction. Now also I would like to say that the reason why I chose dx dz is because for this side 4, the only change in the there is only change in the x direction and in the z direction. In y direction it remains constant. for side 4, and it is in the minus y cap direction, so I have written dA equals to this. Now again I find out integration of v dot dA. It is just the simple dot product x plus 2 dx dy. Now when I solve it, I get it equal to minus 12. Again I find the surface integral for the side 5th, which is in the upward direction. For this I have z is equal to 2 and dA equals to dx dy z cap, because there is only change in x and y direction, and z is constant and is equal to 2, and it is in the z cap direction. So again I find out the surface integral and I get the value 4. Now I sum all these surface integral for all sides, for all these sides 1 2 3 4 5, and I get it equal to be 20. Now which is not equal to 12. Now let me again go to the question. Does the surface integral depend only on the boundary line for this function? Now if the surface integral only it was dependent on the boundary line, then no matter what type of surface you choose, your surface integral would be equal, because it is dependent only on the boundary line. Now so what I have done here is, first initially I found out the surface integral for this this side 6, okay, then which has a boundary line of as you can see. Then I find out the surface integral of all these 5 sides, because and since all these 5 sides of the cube have the same boundary line, okay, this cube, the upper part of the cube has the same boundary line as this. So if it was only dependent on the boundary line, then this surface integral of side 6 should have been equal to surface integral of all these of the summation of all these 5 sides, of the summation of all these sides from 1 to 5. But it turns out that they are not equal. Okay, so no, surface integral does not depend only on the boundary line for the given function. Now I would like to say that surface integral can depend on boundary line, but for this function, for this given function, it turns out that it is not dependent on the boundary line, only on the boundary line. Okay. The third question was, what is the total flux over the closed surface of the box? So we just add these up, 12 plus 20, which would give us the total flux over the closed surface of the box. So total flux over the closed surface box is equal to 32. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you like it, then subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.